Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Samuel Afosa. I am entrepreneur, business strategist, and management general. This platform is called Dr. Samuel Afosa Lectures. It's an educative platform. All that we do here, we inform, we educate, and we create awareness. We pick up a topic sensitive to the plight of a Ghanaian, and then we break them down, explaining into details that the Ghanaians will understand, and the best way they can also contribute to their economy. As a matter of fact, today's broadcast is a follow-up, that is part 2 of practical steps we shall take to fix our economy. Now, in the part 1 clip, we encourage each and everyone, if you have not watched the part 1, to follow through. And all that we are saying in the part 1 is that agriculture is the way to fix Ghana economic issues. In view of the high cost of living and the flying rate of the dollar as confirmed by the finance minister. If I mention flying rate of the dollar, I would like to applaud Mama's administration for showing leadership. Of late, the cedi performances against the dollar. But, friend, economic issues are like marathon. And we are not there yet. That is why you need to see and hear this. Now, on the part 2, as I said, we are going to focus on Dr. Kwame Nkrumah and what he saw and did about what? Agric. Now, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, after political independence of Ghana, he was facing so many issues and challenges. Nkrumah realized and discovered that the political independence he had is not enough. He needs economic independence. If you could recall, Kwame Nkrumah was a strong advocate for economic independence, not just for Ghana, but for the African continent as a whole. Man, he was so passionate and committed, going around building relationship and network, that agric is the way forward. Now, that was when the State Farm Vision was born. What did Nkrumah say about the State Farm Vision? Now, it was ambitious goals that Nkrumah set in. The State Farm Vision was a progressive one, and it does not end. It means Ghana as a whole will keep on doing agriculture constantly, consistently, and continually. We stay at it, get used to it, master it, refine it over and over and over and over, and let it become like a second nature. That is when you begin to see the fruits of agriculture. The next goal that Nkrumah set, what agric will do, he said, to diversify the Ghana economy. By diversifying Ghana economy, all what Nkrumah meant was, we are no longer going to depend on cocoa as export. As a matter of fact, we are going to come up with other cash crops like rubber and develop new varieties and add them to the cocoa to generate more wealth for Ghana. That is meant for another goal for the State Farm program. These were the steps we need to take in building up agric. Now, the other step Nkrumah said was second step we have to take and to develop our agricultural phases is modernize agriculture. By saying modernize agriculture, we are no longer going to only depend on manpower, but then we shall use machinery like robot, etc., computer, etc. And at the same time, infrastructure development, where we shall build and educate people, we train people, we access our own market, and it links all of them. This is where all preparations Ogoma put in place for the creation of the State Farm, which is said is the golden opportunity for Ghana to fire its economy. Then, on agric, according to Nkrumah, it will produce a food security. Food security in the sense that we always say, why is it that there's a saying in America that farmers are the backbone of the American economy? Because of what? Food supply. The food supply is national security. At the same time, food supply is what? It stabilizes the economy. So Nkrumah said, by focusing on agriculture in a big way, you get food security. At the same time, strong industrialization. How does it come? Nkrumah said, by focusing on agric and generating wealth, you are going to utilize the wealth generating from agric to fuel industrialization. This, in fact, were all Nkrumah's ambitious goal is set in, if in case we take the agriculture as our main goal. Now, to confirm what Nkrumah said, FAO, that is Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, in 2011 stated in their data that agriculture contributes about 54% to Ghana GDP and over 40% to external earnings, to its export earnings, and about 90% to support food needs in Ghana. So we realized that Nkrumah was on the right path. If agriculture could give all these to our economy, the GDP, export earnings, and at the same time support home with food security, then agriculture is the way. As a matter of fact, there were some challenges that Nkrumah faced. In any project that you come up with, you are bound to face some challenges. And some of the challenges Nkrumah faced were management issues. Managerial issues, we need experts to run such a big and ambitious programs. Programs such like on the large scale, you need people who are expert. And the lack of expertise, it is another factor that affected the challenges of Nkrumah because of what? Public corruptions and mismanagement. We need, and as a matter of fact, we can fix this. And also, lastly, political factors which affect Nkrumah. We all knew Nkrumah was overthrown. We are not setting that as an excuse, but ambitious program Nkrumah set in order, set in place, is achievable. And at the same time, we can fix it. Now, one will ask, overall, was the program successful? I say to you, yes and no. Successful in the what sense? In these 2 years, just 2 years, State Farm across the country was able to come up, construct about 112 farms. And also the bright spot were tree crops and rubber. Tree crops and rubber palm oil. As a matter of fact, there were issues that about corruptions and mismanagement. As I said earlier on, these are normal problems we face in case we undertake any gigantic or large-scale projects. We can face it as a country going forward. Now, let's come home. Picking up the pieces and explain. The tripartite committee announced that 19 cedi is the minimum wage, daily minimum wage. In actual sense, let me sympathize with the committee and give them, let's say, 1,000 cedi for 1 month for an employee. What is 1,000 cedi in this economy when you are paid 1,000 cedi? What is 1,000 cedi? How are you going to survive? I mentioned 4 things that will knock off the 1,000 cedis completely. Monthly rent, ECG bill, water bill, and phone bill. As a matter of fact, many of our guys in Ghana, they don't put on their phone for fear of losing data. Not including food. So the 1,000 cedi a month cannot take you anywhere. It is nothing. How do those people make it? Another question. How about those who earn no income? How do they survive in Ghana? Because of our culture, because of our interdependent extended family, that some of you guys have taken or shouldering responsibility of about 4 or 5 families at a stretch. My question is that right? Is that okay? No. We got to fix it and do something about it. We are not talking about, or we are not saying the tripartite committee should pay people for 5,000 or 10,000. But listen, you have to address the market. You have to create a supply. The problem is this. It's a long-term problem Ghana face. And let me be raw. Local production is not enough to meet the growing local demand. I repeat, local production we produce, the food production we produce in Ghana is not enough to meet the growing local demand. Now, here is the catch. This food importation is an all-time problem Nkrumah was facing. When Ghana population was 7 million, we were importing food. When Ghana population was same 7 million, we were facing rural and urban migration. You see, when Ghana population was 7 million, we were still facing unemployment. The same issue transferred today. Today, we are 33 million, we are saying importing food to the country. Says by who? Ghana Statistical Service. Between 20 to 2024, the data is there, that we import more for so many countries than what we export. So, my question to you is that, I'm not asking people to be paid 4,000 or 5,000 a month. Because if you pay people more without a corresponding productivity, it will create inflation. So what I'm asking is to follow the program of Agric. Go in Agric in a big way. What will you do? create a farm or construct a farm, hire Ghanaians as Nkrumah did, put them on the farm. We have inmates, the prisons. Create farms for them, construct farms, and put the inmates on the farm. We need to increase food supply. We need to increase local production. That will drive down the prices from the market. So, if you are not prepared to pay me more, I'm not asking for that, but I'm asking you to address the market. And how do you address the market? Let me give you one instant. If I have 10 full truck of tomatoes and send that tomatoes to one particular market, I give you 2 hours. By the time you go there, the prices of tomatoes will drop. It's no magic. I'll create the supply. Why? Because the sellers, they are wise. They will not wait for tomorrow tomato, because tomatoes is a delicate product. And they'll make sure they will sell the tomatoes before the following day. So the prices will drop. In the same way, if I take maize, 20 trucks to one particular store or market, go to that market and the maize price will fall. So what I'm saying is to create the supply, look at the market, and first address the market. Mr. Minister, are you hearing me? Look at the market, don't look at me, and look at the market and fix the market. So that if you are able to draw down the prices and you pay somebody 500 a month, he can survive. Because the cedi have gained value. I'll be able to use one cedi to buy 2 balls of kenke and get fish at the same time survive. But where the prices are standing now, and you are paying 1,000 cedi, I'm saying, create billions job in this economy. People might not feel the impact, because if you go to the face of the marketer, it's the same thing. And how much are you going to pay them? So listen to what Kwame Nkrumah said. Utilize agricultural wealth to power industries. Utilize agriculture. Use agriculture to power your economy. Use food supply to promote national security, and use food supply to stabilize your economy. Food is the center of everything, and we have to do more in a big way. Government, local, small farmers all contribute in a big way. Agriculture is the way. Now, if anybody has any other way apart from agriculture to take us to the promised land, I dare you to bring it on. If anybody had any other way apart from agriculture to take Ghana to the promised land, I dare you to bring it upon. And I'm going to educate you and provide you operational understanding, breaking it down in total about state farm and agriculture. Friend, this is the first time of watching this video and you like it, hit the like button. I want you to subscribe and share, because this is the part 2. We are coming up with the part 3. All what you are saying is that agriculture is the way. All Ghanaians should know agriculture is the way. We all come together and work on agric. Focus on all the factors Nkrumah have come up with, and is the way. Share, contribute, and if you have any information or you have any question, all what we said here were just the surface. If you want us to dive deep, bring it on or write us. We shall give you all full details of what we are talking about. So, one more time, let's all use agriculture, minister, president, etc. Let's use agriculture, as you know, to power our economy. Greetings and bye-bye.